Okay, so Mivi recently launched their ultra cheap TWS earphone Duopods A25. So I thought for a change, let's unbox and review an up-to-date product in this channel. So I went ahead and placed the order, and without further ado, let's unbox this thing. Hey guys, this is Parth. You are watching InfoPal. So I have used this earphone for more than a day now, and I think I have enough information to call it a review. So let's start with the build quality first. The first thing that I realized after unboxing this thing is how small they are. They are tiny. They are even smaller than my Soundcore Liberty Ear 2, which was already quite small. This thing is made with through and through plastic, and that reflects in the weight. The entire package, the earbuds with the case, feels very light, and that does not mean they are cheap quality. The build is decent, hinges are good, and same are the magnetic clasp. I like the fact it comes with a matte finish. However, I am not quite impressed with the logo paint. It gives the feeling that it will come off in some time. The earbuds are also decently built and extremely lightweight. This also comes with IPX4 rating, which stands for splash resistant. Now they don't have any buttons as they come with touch sensors. Touch responses are little delayed, but they do work quite well. Obviously, it comes with usual touch control issues like accidental registers. To be honest, that's mostly the case with all the TWS which comes with touch-based navigation system, so I really can't complain. In fact, considering the price, it is appreciable they have incorporated it and it works. As I said earlier, they are extremely lightweight, only 3.5 gram for each bud, so they are definitely not going to bother you with their weight. However, they come with very basic rubber tips. Although they provide 3 pairs of them, neither of them fit snugly to your ear canal. The overall design, on the other hand, fits quite comfortably inside the groove of your ear. So the overall fit is decent and does not seem to come out. Can you use this for long hours? Yes, you can. Connection wise, they are really good. I have not seen any connection drop in my use so far. They do stay connected up to 15 feet, but only if there is no one in between. To pair this, you need to take them out and they will be ready to pair with a new device unless they are already connected with some other device. Once paired, to connect them, you just need to take them out of the case, and to disconnect, you need to put them back in the case. Good thing is you can use one of these at a time, but the bad thing is it does not support dual pairing. So you have to disconnect from one device to connect to another, which is a painful process. Battery life is decent for the limited time I have used. It has USB Type-C for charging. The battery life is rated for 7.5 hours on the buds and 30 hours overall with the case. Yesterday I used the buds for 3 hours at a stretch, where the battery percentage came down from 100% to 70%. So I have to say it is decent. Now it requires more testing for the comprehensive verdict. So what I'll do is I'll leave it pinned comment in a week's time. So do check back after a week from the date of this video is published.
Okay, now let's talk about the microphone quality. The audio that you are hearing right now is coming from the earphone itself. As usual, I have called to my second number and this call is been recorded over there. To give you a perspective, the fan is running in the background and the windows are open. Anyway, that's all for this section. Back to the review.
Okay, now let's talk about the sound quality. So this comes with a 10 mm driver. So let's talk about the good things first. Bass is the dominant signature. I would not say they are crisp, but they are enjoyable. Also, the vocals stand out in the mix. They do not get lost, especially for the higher pitch voices. Acoustic instruments sound good, and they have really worked on the stereo separation, and you will notice it. Now I know this comes for a dirt cheap for a TWS, and that reflects in some aspects of the sound. To start with, volume is not loud enough. If you are someone who constantly listens on a high decibel, this might not satisfy you. Also, the passive noise isolation is not that good. Coming to the sound signature, lower mids do get overshadowed with the bass frequencies. Although the strums of an acoustic instrument sounds good, the chords on the other hand do feel muffled. You might feel that I am quite critical for the price they come for, but I feel you should know this, especially if you are a critical listener. If I rate it out of 10 just as a earphone, I'll rate it as 6. But considering the price and the form factor, I would not say they are terrible. In fact, out of the box, my expectations were not that high. From that standpoint, I am impressed. If you are specifically looking for this form factor, then you can live with the sound quality. However, if you want to satisfy the audiophile inside you, then avoid this. Probably go for some wired in-ears in this price range. So do I recommend this? As I said earlier, if you are very specific about the form factor and the price, then these are usable pairs. Decent build quality, extraordinarily tiny size, touch control and it works, and decent sound quality. But you have to remember the limitations too. These are not the most pristine in sound in this price range. You probably have to go for a wired in-ear for that, but if you can live with that, I'll leave a link down below. Anyway, that's all for this video. You leave your queries and suggestions down below in the comment section. Until next time, this is Parth signing off for InfoPal. You guys stay safe, stay strong.